Virgo, you're stepping through a doorway this month, leaving one chapter behind and preparing for something much bigger. Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to your July monthly tarot reading. If you're new to this channel, welcome to Universal Wisdom Tarot. And if you're returning, thank you for your continued support. If you enjoy these readings, take a quick second to click the subscribe button. It's free, and it means you'll never miss your spiritual guidance. This month is about completion, emotional healing, and embracing the next phase of your journey. Stick around, and let's see what the cards reveal. Hey there, beautiful Virgo souls. Welcome to your July monthly reading. Wow, July. All right, year is moving along. Now, please remember that this is a general intuitive reading. That means it's for the collective. It's not a one-to-one reading, so only take what resonates. Know that sometimes things resonate, sometimes they don't, but you'll know what does, all right? Let's get your cards out and connect to the energies. All right, Virgo. You have this Queen of Cups as your overarching energy this month. In fact, you have the Queen of Cups twice. You have it once as a clarifier. And I feel like the energy of that combined with the Judgment, the World, the Strength card, I feel like your overarching energy this month in July is a little bit about trusting your intuition. The Queen of Cups is a card of intuition as much as the High Priestess is, and you have it twice on this table. Yes, it's a nurturing, loving, giving energy, but it's also a card of a little bit of being psychic in a way, okay? And sometimes knowing that, just knowing deep down. So I feel like this is a month where you need to trust your intuition as much as you trust your logic. Yes, you should trust your logic as well. I mean, at the end of the day, you have the Ace of Swords there, the Two of Swords, the Page of Swords as well. So I feel like this is a time to say, yes, my logic knows what to do, but my intuition is equally strong. Okay? So as much as you might be practical this month, it is important to be emotionally intelligent at the same time. Okay, so you are naturally practical, I feel, Virgo, but I also feel like your intuition is going to sort of reveal the next steps for you in this month, and it's like it reveals something that's hidden, and that hidden thing might be some sort of gift for you. Okay, so there's a hidden gift there somewhere in all of what goes on for you in this month. So a month of loving, a month of giving and receiving, but also about listening to your inner voice. Because here's the thing, Virgo, your inner voice knows more than you realize. Now, some of you were quite good with listening to your intuition and have a harder time with the practical. But I'm going to say that this month, it's almost the reverse. It's like you're going, oh, let me be really practical. And then you get this bit of surprise that, why am I doubting my intuition? Why am I not listening to my intuition? Because it knows a lot more than you realize. So some of you, do have some abilities, some clairs that are starting to awaken for you, whether that's clairvoyance, clairaudience, some kind of abilities there that you may have been fluffing off. Okay. I feel like this is a bit more of a coincidence. This is not for everybody, this message. Okay. But I do feel that whether or not you're starting to see some abilities that you have, for others of you, this is just really about your deep inner intuitive ability, your intuition speaking to you and telling you, hey, I'm right here. Your intuition is your inner guide. Your inner guide is the thing that we want to follow because it never steers you wrong. It always tells you the right direction in which you need to go. You start the month off with the Six of Wands clarified by the Queen of Cups and the Six of Wands again, a doubling down of that message of success, that message of recognition, that message of self-esteem, right? That message that says things are going great. You're getting the success that you need, and your intuition is leading you down the path of success. Your intuition is revealing what is the next step toward this success. Okay? You I feel like you're strong in this first week. Maybe some of you you're getting out there and socializing and getting out in the community, if you, for some of you, and that maybe it's party season is starting to come into full swing with barbecues and stuff. But I feel that and some of you might be getting a lot of invitations to, I want to say, all the best events. Okay, but I feel like that Queen of Cups, if that's your case, then you're being a bit choosy about which things you'll attend. Okay, and that's okay, to take a pass every once in a while if it doesn't sound like your kind of gathering or you're feeling a bit too busy. Maybe that's what your intuition is telling you. Maybe your intuition is telling you, I don't want to go to that event because that's going to erupt in this kind of drama or this kind of problem, or that's just going to turn into a big brawl because everybody is, highly emotionally charged right now. Okay. So you're listening to your inner whatever guide there that is telling you about where you're going to be successful in these events and these parties and these things in the community and where you won't be. Okay. So, take a pass if you need to. Okay. Now, for some of you, I also feel like you're really sprucing yourself up this week. Okay. Maybe got a new haircut, or maybe you're buying some new clothes, or you're doing something that's boosting your confidence because you're really getting some kind of recognition and you want the recognition and you want that feeling of confidence. Okay. And you're listening to your intuition about that. It's telling you, you know what, maybe time for a new haircut, maybe time for something else to make myself feel good. Okay. So I do feel like you get some people notice you if this is what your situation is and what you're doing. I do feel like you get the notice, the recognition, the whatever. People see your efforts, and that makes your confidence grow. Now, I do feel for somebody that like as if there's a person who's coming into your life, or that you just get this feeling you're going to make a new connection. Now, I don't feel it's a love connection, for somebody out there. Again, this won't be for everybody, but I feel like there's a new friendship that's going to come into the picture. Okay. So you might meet somebody at one of these celebrations, one of these parties, one of these things that you're going to. Um, and I feel like that energy, that energy of success, that energy of the Six of Wands, since you have it twice, it says that you are that relationship is will be a good strong friendship. Okay. But for others of you, just the doubling down of that card really means that you're working hard, or you've worked hard, and you're finally going to receive the acknowledgement, the pat on the back, the promotion, the visibility that you deserve. Okay. Getting into the second week, you have the Strength card, clarified by the Devil and the Judgment. That's 3 major arcana, my friends. A big week there. A bit of a challenge maybe in your second week that's going to show up for you. Okay? But I really feel it's one you're ready to overcome. Why? Because you're going to listen to your intuition. All right? Now, I feel like for some of you in the second week, there's some old habits, maybe some attachments that surface for you. And I feel that's your challenge. Your challenge is really comes to you in the second week of the month, where you're saying to yourself, okay, I need to persevere a little bit harder here. I need a bit more courage here. I need to break away from the attachments. You can have this awakening about what these attachments are and the liberation, because you have the Judgment card. All right. So you can break free from something that's maybe held some power over you for a long time. So, or, something that's held power over you for too long, let's say. Let's just say something as simple as eating too much chocolate, or having chocolate every night, or eating too much sugar. Okay. That's an attachment, something you want to break. Your intuition tells you this is the second week is the week to do it. You have the courage to do it. And that's the challenge. And you can break free. Okay. Now, for some of you, again, won't be for all of you, but my guides are saying that some of you, it's very important in the second week to remain cool-headed. That is what the courage is about. Okay. Now, if you are going out to celebrations and barbecues and whatever, this could just simply be keep a cool head about you. Sometimes we feel like we get drawn into something, that, it's not good for you, like maybe too much drinking or something like that. Okay. So it could be as simple as you're going to too many parties and having a bit more drink than you usually do. You're indulging in something, or you're having too many sugary desserts, because at these barbecues, you're just, there's like so much, and you're going to one after the other, maybe every weekend in the month. But I feel like there's something there at these, these get-togethers, and your intuition is telling you, well, if I don't stop now, I'm going to put on 20 pounds. Okay. Or if I don't stop the drinking, I'm on vacation maybe right now, but when I go back to work, boy, is it going to be hard to go back to work if I don't, to be a little bit more cognizant right now of, not overdoing it. If you've been working hard on a diet, eating big meals one after another might make you, slip, obviously, too, in that. So, I mean, you don't want to lose all that you've gained from any type of hard work. And remember, I said you've worked hard. I said that in the first week. You worked hard and you want the success. So let's say you have been working really hard on, going to the gym and eating properly. And now you start to get the recognition for it, because people start to tell you, hey, you're looking great, and wow, have you lost some weight, or what have you. But now you're still going to these parties, so you might say, oh, well, it's okay, it's just once or twice, and I'm going to eat this stuff, or I'm going to drink. But then all of a sudden, it's something that's harder to break away from again. So if that's your case and your situation, just be aware of that. Getting into the third week, we have the Ace of Swords, clarified by the High Priestess and the Two of Swords. A lot going on in your mind there. Having a bit of a realization. So this is maybe where you realize, oh yeah, maybe I should stop this habit, this eating sugar, this whatever, this drinking, whatever it is that I'm doing. I better stop that now. Maybe this is where the realization comes for you. Some realization comes to you because remember, you're listening to your intuition. It doesn't have to be this example that I'm giving you, but I'm giving you an example. Apply the concept here to your life in your own situation. But I feel like there's some introspection that you have, and after you have that introspection, you can listen again to your intuition, and your logic combined with your intuition and your intuitive abilities helps you make a really important decision. Okay? That's what this week is all about. It's time to get back to your goals, whatever those goals may be, diet or otherwise. Okay? So, whatever the issue was in the second week, whatever you were celebrating, and then it goes kind of off the rails in the second week, you were celebrating it and enjoying it in the first week, you were going off the rails a little bit in the second week, and in the third week you have the wake-up call and the realization it's time to get back to your goals, and the truth becomes impossible to ignore. You need to make a decision to stop and or continue. But if you're going to continue, then you won't continue to get the recognition that you got in the beginning of the month. But your intuition is telling you. Your intuition is telling you. So just listen. Of course, once you accept it, then clarity will follow quickly. Now we get into the fourth week. You have the Seven of Wands clarified by the World and the Page of Swords there. So you end the month protecting something very valuable to you. You're doing that with determination. You are resisting something. So again, if it's all of this indulging that you've been doing, whether eat, drink, whatever, going to bed late at night, whatever it is for you, this is that time where you realize, no, I need to protect my goal. I need to protect my desires. I need to protect what I've worked so hard for. Whether it's a goal, a boundary, an accomplishment, you are standing your ground. And the world says you will be successful, okay? And you will complete something. You will complete the next phase of your projects, your goals, what have you. All right. And, the Page of Swords comes with it a little bit of boldness, but also comes with it a little bit of learning. And when we learn, we grow. Okay. So I feel like whatever you gain back by the end of the month, you've earned that. Okay. So and you shouldn't be afraid to defend that either. Okay. Now, I feel like there's some good banter that happens for somebody by the end of the month, whatever that means, whether that's in your conversations in your family, your work life, what have you, with families and friends, okay, wherever. But I feel like there's some good banter that's going on there, and that's going to be very successful and helpful for you in achieving this goal that you've been holding on to, that you've been recognized for, and that you have the realization maybe you had to change it a bit due to some going off the rails. All right, Virgo, let's get you an oracle message from this watercolors deck. Sorry, my deck is a little upside down here, so I just need to make sure the cards are all there. You go. Okay, so can I please have a message for Virgo for July? What additional message would you like to give Virgo? What would you like Virgo to know in addition to everything else they heard? You have the Break Free from Fear card. Nice message. Let me read it to you. Fear can be a daunting barrier, but you have the strength to break through it. Each act of bravery is a step towards freedom. I'm putting it in right here in this week when you have that realization it's time to break that habit or that whatever is going on for you in the second week, because you worked so hard, my friends, and listen to your intuition this month. It won't guide you in any wrong direction. All right, Virgo, I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates. Don't forget to click the like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Until then, please know I am, as always, wishing you divine light and love.